Hello there, survivors, and welcome back to another video or stream here on my channel. And today we're here back on Astraeos because the final update has finally arrived, and it seems to be a pretty big one. So today I want to go and check out the new areas, see what they're like, of course check out some potential building locations as well as some of the new things. I think the ships have now finally been added to the base game. I think they'll look slightly different than these modded ones that I have over here at my Greek town, but I'm quite excited to see what they will be like. I think they'll have some abilities actually in the game, which is quite exciting. And then I've also actually already prepared a Baratus stables for the new pig that is arrived with this update. So we right over here have done some new building, you know, in prep for this Astraeos update. I've actually done a little bit of building on my Greek island town. So I've got this stables over here for the Baratus, the new fire pig, as well as the brand new villa over here that I was working on yesterday whilst we were waiting for the update that then didn't quite arrive that day. But I mean, at least I've got a new full build here. And then over here we have Baratus stables that are designed before they launched, and yeah, it's a perfect fit for the new fire pig. It looks quite cool, that's for sure. Got a very cool design to it. So yeah, we got a bunch of different space here for the fire pig itself. So we have those stables ready. I did prepare quite a bit, and then the villa next to it. But of course, the most exciting thing is the brand new areas. We got the floating islands somewhere behind. Where is it? Oh, there. Over there. And then we also have a brand new ocean biome, which I'm quite excited for because there should be shark statues there. And that, of course, is very good news. Very good news for me. Mostly for me, maybe for some other shark lovers out there, but very excited to check that all out. And I think we're gonna head into the ocean first, just because, well, we need to see what it's like. Wanna try this Astraeos server down right now? No, this is an Astraeos server and it's not down, it's very much online. So yeah, the water also should now have physics, which is quite exciting too. I'm sure we'll see that. I guess you won't really notice it too much if it's calm. But maybe if we're out... Oh, what the heck? Oh, did they add wild spawns? Yes, there's enemy ships. Oh, that's pretty cool. If it's not showing you still need to do the update first. There we go, look at that. Yeah, it's wild enemy ships that can spawn. That's pretty exciting. That gives you a reason, I guess, to sail around with your own ship trying to fight these guys. That's pretty cool. And we can definitely tell now the ocean is moving. I don't know if you've been back after playing Genesis to other maps, but then the ocean felt very, very flat. So it's good to see that the ocean is now moving, because it is a big difference compared to what we had before. What was normal for years now all of a sudden feels like you've paused the game and there's just like nothing happening. But yeah, these waves are exactly what we need. I hope they keep doing this for other maps, not just because Astraeos was getting an update that they added it in. Hopefully they'll go back and add it to like Island and the center, etc. as well. But yeah, I guess this is the ocean biome, so it is really just an ocean. There's not really any new land masses, I don't think. All those rocks were already there with the last update. But down here we have a huge, but actually huge underwater area with probably quite some cool spots and locations to explore, which is very exciting, very good news. I think it's cool to see a cool ocean floor, isn't it? Very, very nice. And Well, in the trailer, there was already some buildings where we could see some shark statues. Oh, and there's going to be quite a few of these underwater areas, which is quite cool if you want to kind of live underwater, but still also be able to do your land creatures. I think, you know, I've been claiming this for a few days on my community server. I've been saying the Shark Kingdom is going to rise, and, you know, anything with the shark statue, I feel legally is mine. So that's just gonna be how it is. But this is cool. Yeah, this is very cool. I'm wondering if I mean, I'm gonna assume that the boss fight, because I think we've got the Kraken both underwater and above the water. I'm gonna assume that that happens in like secluded areas and not in the middle of the map, because I could see some problems if there would just be a Kraken in the middle of the ocean all of a sudden. But yeah, there's a bunch of these underwater locations now. Pretty big spots for you to claim. We're pretty much over the edge of the world. Over the edge of the world. Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. Not like a crystal trench underwater. Very, very nice. Oh, I guess this is the world border. Yeah, very cool. So yeah, there's a bunch of statues, of course, around. We've seen those all over Astraeos, but it's nice to have a big detailed underwater biome now as well, with a bunch more cool locations to explore. Yeah, we've got some broken down ruins here as well. Very cool. I'm sure there's going to be a ton of really cool locations here. I'm going to be working on a build location video, but I kind of want to do the ultimate build location video for Astraeos, where I just go through every biome again. Oh, look at this. This might be the one from the trailer. Yes, there we go. That's the first sharks on the building, guys. Shark statues confirmed. We've made it into the game. I feel like that is mine. And this actually is interesting because we have the two ruins here to the side. I guess you could turn those into water pens, and then here in the middle you could turn this into your actual land base, because you got a bit of a air pocket in here, which is quite useful, you know, if you want to combine your bases, water and normal. Would be a pretty cool location, especially with some nice shark statues out there. Very cool spot. The whole ocean floor here in general looks really nice. You did a good job with this. Yeah, I would definitely assume you can gather those resources out of there. Yeah, there's oh, look at that. Got a little ship dangling here on the top. Very cool. More statues, of course, around. Yeah, this seems to be a pretty big area. It goes down rather deep here. Would give you plenty of space here in the ocean. Oh, there seems to be some more giant water pockets here. Oh, this one is very big. This goes down very deep, with plenty of space if you want to build in there. And there seems to be more air pockets kind of all around the edges here. Yeah, look at that. That's another pretty big area. And look, there's one right next door as well. So yeah, there's plenty of them, and they seem to have some cool settings, the statues and everything. What is going on? This seems to be... Oh, it's a bit of a cave back here. So this means, I guess, you could have your water... Oh, this is with the door. Does that door open up now then? I guess not. No, there seems to be a barrier here still. That's a bit strange. But at least if it stays closed, I guess you could use this for a breeding pen, because that seems pretty damn cool. So far one spot with sharks. I don't know if I want to build my base there though. I don't really want to live inside of a tiny temple. Oh, there we go. Is this an altar? Oh, this might be for the underwater fight. Yeah, so this is for the underwater fight, I suppose. Wonder, I guess you get teleported to an underwater arena somewhere. That would make sense, right? And I think this big bubble in the middle, I'm really hoping there's some more shark statues, because I feel like this would be my preferred base location. If I have some sharks, I do think we have some sharks. Yes, we do. So this is legally mine. This is the Shark Kingdom. I feel like this is my home. This is way bigger than I expected, to be honest. Like, this is a big area. But yeah, I think gonna have to build the Shark Kingdom there, aren't I? That's pretty cool, though. I would have guessed that this would have been the place to spawn the boss, but I guess it's not, which is good news for me, because that means I can live where the sharks are. Oh, there's a bunch of little ruins. Yeah, I can build my shark lanterns here. That's gonna be the plan, I think. Can you use the flying creatures inside those air pockets? I would assume so. Like, why not? Unless they count as caves. I'm not too sure. I've not really ever lived in an underwater pocket before. But I would assume you can most definitely use them as a place. But yeah, this feels like a great base location. If you want to live underwater, that is. But yeah, with teleporting, etc., like, it's not going to be that bad. I can teleport in and out. I can live underwater. Just like a proper shark. Hello there, everyone. Welcome in. Yeah, this feels like it could be the Shark Kingdom. And then mostly around the middle, because that's where the shark statues are. I don't actually have a proper Astraeos base at the moment. In my survival, at least. This might be exactly what I've been waiting for. This is a really cool location, looking very, very nice. So yeah, I guess there's a ton of air pockets to build in. Some pretty good looking, ocean floor. Yeah, it's a bit tight, isn't it? It's a bit tight, but I think I can squeeze it in. I can squeeze it in, you know. These sharks calling me home, so you better be me. I'd rather build here than a tiny temple with the sharks. That can just be a shrine to me. That's fine. I don't even know where that was anymore. Yeah, this looks pretty cool. It's definitely quite a substantial area. Okay, I think the little shrine were back here somewhere. I don't know. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, the other sharks are here, but that's way smaller. Pretty cool though. Pretty cool. Shark statues finally made it. Finally made it to some game locations. Yeah, there's a ton of these underwater bubbles, man. There's a lot of space here to work with if you want to go live underwater. That corner of the map is gonna be absolutely awesome. And I guess I'm not sure if that will also spawn in this area of the map, but this seems like a great area for those random ships to spawn. I guess we could check it out. I'm not sure what they would be called. There we go. So yeah, there seems to be currently... Oh no, there's more up there. There's a whole fleet up there. There seems to be like lone pirates here. This is called an Admiral. I'm excited to see that one. Oh, it's a bigger one. Yeah, that's going to be very exciting. There we go. That's going to be quite exciting to see those sailing around. bringing some dangers to the sea, just the way we like it. I guess now it's time to go to the floating islands, isn't it? But yeah, I am excited. We got shark statue locations. All I ever wanted. I guess I'm gonna live in Sharklantis now and be happy. This looks so... There's a lot of verticality here, isn't it? This is very steep. Alright, well, let's see what this is like. I'm sure it will be another amazing area. I like this big waterfall with the curve in it. Got some more golden statues and bridges here. There's a giant canyon here. That's looking quite cool. There we go. Oh yeah, another golden statue. So yeah, that canyon kind of goes all the way through. And I mean, I'm assuming... Oh, look at that. There's a lot of statues here, dude. All the statues everywhere. But some pretty nice areas, and seems to be some nice paths as well to lead you up to the top. What is this? Is this something here, or just... Looks like a fighting pit. Yeah, I guess we've got a path kind of leading us... Oh no, this is into this valley. But I'm sure this is gonna lead us up somewhere, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. Because I do like that about Astraeos. There's always like a pretty natural path. Oh, this would be a pretty good base spot already. Seems to be pretty flat out here. There we go. Yeah, we've got statues and everything. Oh yeah, these floating islands are pretty cool. Oh, look at this area here. Now that's more like it. With some cool statues on all sides. Are these just pre-built locations, or is there actually... No, there's... Oh, nothing in there, so you could definitely easily build a base in there. Oh, there's even a little water puddle there. How nice. Yeah, so I guess this is kind of just representing the 3 different areas. They're facing their statues with their obelisks as well, which is quite cool. So yeah, you just kind of get 3 pre-built temples here for free. I guess they're not all facing their own direction, because actually only that one is actually perfectly facing it. This one should have been facing that way, and then I guess that one should have been facing that way. But yeah, there we go. It looks nice here, though. It looks very nice. And the tree... fields of flowers as well. This is pretty nice. I don't know if the Spherex... I don't think so. I don't think the snow areas were necessarily updated. Yeah, this is pretty cool. And then we got all the proper floating islands as well. They seem to be decent for building. We got some flat areas here. Look at that. Top of the world. Well, are you actually the top of the world? Yeah, you might be higher than Mount Olympus, or equally as high, I suppose. Pretty high, at least. Pretty high. Yeah, this seems to be quite the nice area. Some steep terrain to get up there, though, but it looks pretty cool for sure. It's going to be interesting to see the rush of people trying to build here, because it isn't a giant landmass, because it's very vertical, so you're kind of still pretty close to each other at all times. Okay, so we got a landmass to the side here as well, with more temples. It is a very pretty biome, that's for sure. Oh, there we go. We got another statue. A nice tree here. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of potential here. A lot of potentially good building locations around of the map, with already a ton of awesome spots to begin with. So yeah, this is definitely going to be up there for, like, if you enjoy building and you want a lot of different areas. This one is hard to beat now. There is a lot of space on this map. Is this a Desmodus cave? This feels like there could be Desmodus in here. Don't see any right now, but it does feel like the kind of cave they could be living in. Pretty cool location too. You want to kind of build on a half cave. Waterfalls everywhere. Flowing down. And then we've got some lower areas here as well. You don't quite want to be in the floating islands. Yeah, it's a very nice looking biome. I like some of these trees. Not sure if we've seen those around anywhere. Yeah, and the backdrop, of course, makes this stand out quite a bit compared to other Astraeos areas. I guess we have a bit more of those kind of caves in here. Got more statues. Got some more random bridges. Got another shrine over here as well. Very cool. Oh, that's a new statue, I think. Very, very cool. Oh. Seems to be frozen in my place. Yeah, that's an awesome location. There we go. Yeah, and a bunch of these shrines again. Yeah, that's definitely looking very nice. It's gonna be hard picking a base spot, especially if you're starting out on Astraeos now. There's so many areas. Such a big map with a lot to offer. Oh, just look at this. There's a tiny little island just off the coast as well. If you don't get to live on top, I guess you can still go and live there. But yeah, now we finally have the full map. It's been an exciting journey. It's very cool to see that it's now complete, and I'm very happy with the water system. Was this then the edge? Yeah, this was the edge of the map, right? It feels like... Is this... How is this still on the map? Did he add a whole... Oh. There's no ocean floor there. What? I'm pretty sure that this... Because you can see the line here, right? Is this now... Oh no, this is not in the map. Yeah, see? This is not in the map. Why is that weird? Is this for the Kraken fight then maybe? Maybe. There's a random island out here. Like, how far does this go? Jeez, this goes quite far, doesn't it? I'm scared I'm gonna kill my character out here. Look at how far I can go here. Okay, this is the boat border. Jeez, that's a lot of water. Well, this might be then, I guess, where you fight the Kraken fights. What's up with this little island? There's some shipwrecks. It looks pretty cool with the shipwrecks, but I'm kind of afraid that this might be where you start the boss fight. Probably not really suited as a base location, but it looks quite cool. These kind of like stony Kraken things are from the outposts on Genesis, as well as these ships. Oh yeah, this looks like it's the location to spawn in the other boss. There we go. Alpha Rockwell engrams. Ooh, I guess we don't need to go to Aberration anymore. There we go. That is quite far off the map, isn't it? Oh boy. But yeah, I guess this is then maybe where you fight the one that's going to be on top of the water. I don't know where you would fight the underwater one. Maybe also here, or there's a different kind of arena for it. Let's see. Could you build here, or is this whole area just... Oh, I can build here. In PvP at least. It seems confusing and potentially problematic if there's going to be a Kraken spawning in your face. Should I test? Should I test to see where this Kraken is gonna spawn? Let me just get a weapon in my hand, because I'm kind of curious now. Where is this gonna spawn in? Where is it gonna take you? Is it just gonna be out in the world? I guess not. Because I was kind of hoping you could do the fight with ships, but it seems to be difficult if you gotta be in this circle. Although, I guess technically the circle's also in the water, so maybe? It's gonna be interesting to test, see if that works. But that's really cool that you can get the Aberration Ascension now here. Especially if it also gives you the levels. I don't know. Let's see. Hello? Hello? Maybe it's because I'm in, leave me alone? I don't see a boss. Well, that was anticlimactic. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm not allowed to do the boss fight yet, guys. Or there's going to be a Kraken haunting me throughout my world now. Let's see if it's spawned in. No, it doesn't seem to be on the list. So, I don't know. Might be because of my creative mode. So I guess that's a future thing to find out. No, I'm definitely the right level. This character is oh no, I'm level 1. Oh, maybe that is it. I thought I wasn't my main character. I guess I didn't transfer back. Then that's probably it. Well, I guess we'll never know, because I don't think... No, I don't have enough levels. Sorry, guys. That's a secret for another day. Alright. Ooh, there seems to be some caves there. Kinda sneaky. Inside, we find some nice caves. Yeah, this is gonna be quite a tight area with a lot of different spots where you could potentially build in. There's some pretty cool caves. Very nice. Yeah, definitely some really exciting build locations on these islands. The floating islands themselves, of course, but I would say this spot at the top also just looks very nice. You got some pre-built temples to instantly move into, but also just a nice area to be building around, I think. This looks pretty exciting. Worried about your ocean base? Yeah, that's the only downside with the waves, that yeah, your ocean base might not be quite happy about it. Actually, let me check it out. I got an ocean base somewhere here, I think. Before we take a tour of the build. Let's see, where did I build my ocean base? It's been a long time. Oh, there we go. This one might be fine. This is pretty high above the water surface. Oh, the skins have loaded in. That's nice. Let's see. I guess if I do... That's when the waves go crazy, right? Well, the stairs are definitely leaving the water at sometimes. Oh, it's getting quite high. But I think I'm safe-ish. Yeah, definitely you might want to adjust some things because this is definitely going lower than it was before. And it goes up decently high, but I think I'm just about clear of the actual water level. So this was... What is it? Not even 2 walls out of the water. But then again, this is also in a bay with some more shallow areas. So that could affect, of course, how high the waves get. What does it look like here on the inside? Seems to be pretty similar everywhere. Yeah, I think this base just about survives the waves, but it's definitely going to be interesting to see how it fares with those new waves. Because I definitely know that if you're building on an ocean platform, if you build too far away from land, then that water is going to swallow you up a bit. But yeah, it definitely depends on where you're located. Because closer to the coast, the waves will always get less high. Well, there's a little bit of a cave in the floating island. There might be some hidden ones. There's definitely a lot of underwater areas in the new ocean biome. Kind of our caves. And other than that, I don't really know. All right, let's take a quick look at my base, because I did do some building in anticipation of these updates to Astraeos. It's like, you know what? Let me go and try see if I can finish my my Greek town, which I haven't quite been able to do. Also, I think we're gonna get rid of this ship, because those are the modded ones. And I want to add the actual proper ones now that they've been added to the game. You can check those out in a little bit. I did add a little bit of details here to the harbor area, so I've been decorating a little bit. Adding the brand new market stalls, of course, because they're just absolutely awesome as decorations. I updated some of the statues here as well. Just giving a bit of extra character and life to the existing builds that I already had. And then I've made a few new things. So one of the new things is the Baratos stables that are ready to receive their brand new fire pigs. Already got them ready to go. I'll be making a tutorial for this very, very soon. And I also actually managed to build a whole new villa base. Just because, you know, the update didn't drop yesterday, so I had time left to build more. And I built this whole base, so I think that might also have to be a tutorial sometime soon. Where we have a nice courtyard here with some water and some plants. We got the transmitter here, we got some statues, some balconies, some nice windows all around it. Of course, using those Astraeos custom cosmetics, which are a great fit if you want to build on Astraeos, of course, and it's free, so definitely well worth it. And then yeah, got a bit of an interior going on. This is a pretty decent sized base, I'd say, and I'm quite happy with the way it turned out. I'm not going to go into too much detail because not quite finished yet, but I'll be making a video on it very soon with the finished build. And with those 2 additions, I think we're almost there. I kind of want to make maybe a lighthouse. And then we might call it a day for this location. I do have some more Greek or Roman inspired builds that I want to do, but I don't think I'll add that to this little town. I think it's time to explore Astraeos and build in some of the other locations instead of just sticking to this one little island. But we do have the new Baratos stables that I designed. Of course, I didn't quite know how big they were going to be, but I just kind of estimated the size that they would need, where they would definitely fit inside. So these stables actually have a decent amount of space down below here. where you can, of course, park your different pigs. And I guess you could probably fit 2 in here if you really wanted to. They do look quite cool. This is the saddle you get if you beat the mini boss, which is definitely a bit more armored, and it's got a lot of the like little Astraeos themed armor on it. So that's what you get if you beat the mini boss of the fire pig. And then yeah, we got a bunch of these pigs in here. I think there's 6 places for them. Those 6 spots where you can park your pigs. And oh, I guess they also do fire poops. And that's kind of the whole space. So yeah, we got some nice big gates on the sides as well with the barn doors, but it's quite easy to get them in and out. I guess any creature that you can fit in 3 high, you could easily house in these stables. But and especially in this front bit, you have a little bit more space even. And then up here, I haven't quite decorated it yet, but yeah, you do have a ton of space still. So you could actually have a full-fledged base in these stables, which is quite exciting, I think. And again, I love the blend of those Astraeos custom cosmetics with the wood from the Tides of Fortune. Oh, no, not the Tides of Fortunes. From the Bobstar Tales DLC. I think the contrast just works very, very well. And yeah, quite happy with the way that turned out. So that will be a video pretty soon, getting you some Veratos stables right away. And then if I've got time to finish this soon too, we'll also have some brand new Astraeos villa build, which basically means, well, you got a nice base ready to go. But of course, I already have a ton of Astraeos builds to follow if you want to go and embrace the theme. We already got a villa here, which is a different size, a little bit smaller, I suppose, with some of the pieces. And then we got some bigger stables here. These would also, of course, easily house your new fire pig, but yeah, they are substantially bigger. They've got a lot of stables for some of the longer tames with you know, the long tails. Got some smaller ones over here, definitely also suited for your pig. And then you even have the big one for your acros, or even I think cartridges can fit inside that one. So yeah, this one is kind of the for every kind of tame. And there's already a tutorial for this one, so that's nice. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been back here in my Astraeos Greek town, but it's good to see. And I definitely want to do a few Astraeos builds now to celebrate full launch. Because I mean, I feel like this theme for the map is so nice, and we got such good free skins to use. There's really no excuse not to go and build some awesome Greek themed or bases if you're playing this map, just to really, you know, embrace that theme fully, especially now with all the new additions, and I guess especially also with those new ships. So let's go ahead and just kind of place this down here and make ourselves a new ship so that we can park that at the docks. So I guess that's pretty similar. No, it's like a break basically, price wise. Hello there, welcome in. There we go. So I guess this is where we steer it. And it does have some skills, which is quite exciting. You don't actually have to level this one, I guess. Can you though? That might be a good one to check out. Ooh, the Astraeos main theme is playing if you write this one. Oh, can't change that. I guess we can't use the skills. Doesn't seem like there's an option for the skills, which makes sense because, well, you get this with Astraeos, not with Tides of Fortune. I guess the skills already come pre-unlocked as soon as you craft one of these, which is pretty exciting. It does seem like we can just shoot, so that is quite exciting. We can shoot side by side. I don't think we have anything on the back on the front, but we do have speeding up, which is quite cool, kind of a ram. And then I think we also have fires. Oh, look at that. We got fires like left, right, and front, which is pretty cool. Oh god, I'm gonna burn my whole base up. That is pretty exciting. Yeah, that feels pretty good. And it's actually rowing as well. That's pretty nice. All right, let's try and park this up at the docks. See if we can do that. But yeah, this is really cool. Really, really, really cool. I'm quite happy that they finally added some of these things as part of the base game now in the game. Yeah, this ship, especially now with all the updated sea mechanics, feels like a very welcome addition. There we go. We got one docked out here. It looks very nice, man. Like some of the details on it. I guess that's where the fire comes from. Very nice. And then of course we got the cannons. Yeah, there's two new places to start the boss. One way out of the sea and the one underwater in the new area. Yeah, this is a really cool model. I quite like it. It's a bit different from the modded version, but yeah, it looks really good. Really good. And some cool abilities. I think it's going to be quite exciting just to sail around and fight those ships. There we go. Hello, there we are. I like how they always get like a random color to begin with. Okay. Let's park another one at the docks. No, I can't show you right now, but you can always skim back through the stream to check it out. One is behind the floating islands, like it's off the map that far. And the other one is pretty central in the new water area. There we go. Setting sail. So yeah, now we have two brand new ships to park here at our docks. And now they are just base game. So anyone can have them. Because if you're playing Astraeos, these are included now, which is very nice to see. Astraeos has turned out to be, well, I mean, the map itself is definitely worth everything, but with all the additions it offers now, it's even more worth it. Like, there's a lot that's been added, so many bosses to do, so many fights, so many features, and now also we have multiple creatures. We got these ships as well to explore, so even if you only bought Astraeos and are then going to Genesis, you would still be able to craft these Greek ships at the very least. Which is going to be interesting to see. I guess you don't have the skill system from Tides of Fortune, but still, they'll probably do decently. And they look very cool. I'm excited to see how well they do against these enemies here on the Astraeos. That's going to be quite fun indeed. Quite fun to have a new challenge out there. All right, there we go. That's the new ships. I guess there's also the new galleon, isn't there? But I think we need to... Can we even craft the galleon? No, we need to change it. So you can either choose left or right. Holy shit, it just has to remove half of the shipyard. And then we can make the galleon. That is a fortress. That is insane. Oh, goddamn, that is a big one, isn't it? Pretty cool figure hat. This is big. Look at how many layers there are. We got the top deck here. Oh, we got like captain quarters up there. Then we have another room back here. Look at how... Jeez. Oh, this one has a balcony. This might be the captain quarters. This is a bit Nicer even. And then we got the hull here. With another room at the back. Oh damn, this one also has a balcony. This is very exciting. And then we can go to the layer with the cannons. And there's another layer underneath that. And there's another layer underneath that. Oh my god. Oh, and there's more. Oh my god. Oh, guess I'm half swimming in the water at the last layer. This is that's a big ship, man. That's a very big ship. Yeah. And then you got this layer on the front out here. Pretty nice area. It's a bit of a shame that this wasn't released with Genesis, because it was definitely, of course, made for that map. But it still looks pretty cool. It's a massive new ship to sail around with. Yeah, don't do this to the shipyard that I did a build on, because I don't know how well that's gonna go. But yeah, it's a very, very big new ship. Oh damn. Yeah, this is like a floating fortress. You could live on this easily. All right, let's see. Yeah, 4 shots. Oh, you can kind of shoot double. You can shoot twice, so you can shoot a lot more. All right, that's pretty nice. The health. Let's see. Uh, 300k. Not too bad. Especially, of course, with some skills to make it even better. Not the fastest. That's for sure. But I guess this is also, I have no skills unlocked. But with skills, it might be a bit faster, a bit better. But yeah, this is this is a home. This is a sailing house. All right. Well, I'm not gonna sail it all the way back, can I? Oh, there we go. There goes our ship. So yeah, that's pretty nice to have now, but I might be more excited about these ones, honestly. Quite cool to see, because this was such a surprise of them adding this as well. And for Astraeos, these ones are perfect to get around on. They fit the theme amazingly. They're gonna just look so cool in your base. Yeah, you know, what's a good stream without a dramatic explosion to walk away from? Hello there, welcome in, welcome in. So yeah, this is very exciting that these now are base game and actually have some cool abilities as well. I really want to see what it's going to be like when battling some of the wild ones out there. But yeah, as I said, got 2 new builds coming up soon in videos. Stables and villa, and I might want to do like a lighthouse as a final build here, which probably means that I'll want to move the tribe tower, because that feels like it should go on top of the lighthouse. But then I guess we can just have one of the cool statues, because there's a bunch of new statues that got added. Like we got 2 that are kind of like the obelisks, which are looking really cool. But we also just have new variants like this kneeling one, which is also pretty epic. So yeah, there's a lot of cool new versions in the skin to build with, which I hadn't really, well, I used the utilities of the Astraeos skin a lot, but I haven't really built any Greek builds in a while, so it was quite exciting to see all these new additions. And for a free pack, it's absolutely one of the most valuable ones, because it has so many cool just structure skins, but now also all the details and the decorations. yes, Astraeos now has the custom water physics. So there's waves, it will storm, you can sail around. The sea is no longer one flat area at all times. Oh, there's a bunch of creatures floating around. And what's even cooler, there was one here before. Not sure if I'm gonna just randomly find it again, but there's also, oh, there we go. Also enemy ships sailing around in the wild. That is pretty cool. Yeah, this map now has so much to offer. Hello there, Shadow Gamer, welcome in. Yeah, this is really exciting to see. I can't wait. So for the next few Astraeos videos that are definitely coming up is definitely some builds, because I mean I have some ready, and I plan on doing a lighthouse. I wasn't necessarily planning on streaming today, but at least wanted to jump in quickly here to explore the the new biomes, see some of the locations. I'll be working on a proper build location video where I'm gonna feature every location from the entire map, so that we got like an ultimate overview of build locations. But honestly, Astraeos is such a big map and such a nice map that any corner of this world is really an amazing build location. But at least you'll have my favorites, and I'm not sure how many it's going to be. Probably going to be like 100 at the very least, because this is such a big map and so many biomes, regions, and awesome spots to build at. Like, this feels really like one of the ultimate maps to be playing now, with the amount of content that it offers, the amount of bosses, especially since, well, he said we weren't gonna get any more bosses, and we have 2 proper bosses, which I guess is the Kraken, both, you know, underwater and above the water. But then also some mini bosses, and I think one of the mini bosses is here. I haven't actually seen that location yet, but I assume that the Colossus, the big statue, is here somewhere. Just don't really know. I guess it would be similar to the other pigs, so there's just going to be like a little terminal somewhere. Hello there, welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, I don't know. Because I guess it wouldn't be at one of these shrines, right? Because the original 2 like mini bosses, it's just like a little thing you find, like a little terminal out in some place. I'm not sure. Like, where would it be? Like, I guess this would be a good spot for it. Doesn't seem to be the location though. Not in here. I mean, it would be crazy if it was up here, because that would make this not a great location to build in. I don't know. I mean, it's pretty hard to find because, yeah, it's not going to be the biggest thing to spot, is it? It's going to be like a little... It's going to be one of those pedestals with the glowing ball on it. I don't know if there would be a giveaway to where it is. I guess... Oh, this might be it, actually. This is one of them, at least. So, this is the pig. So this is the fire pig boss, I guess. I'm not sure if I can... Oh yeah, I can summon this one. Yeah. So yeah, if you beat this one, you get that armor set. So you get that saddle skin, which is pretty epic. Looks like a cool creature in general. Quite nice to see that Astraeos now does offer a few creatures, and at least this one is like a fully new and original creature, right? Because this was going to be a mod, and now it's just one of the creatures you can get here, and it's looking very, very epic. So yeah, I guess that makes sense that this fighting pit actually has a purpose. This is where where you fight the pig. And then again, I think if you no, if we kill it, we should be awarded the saddle skin. I don't know, would it or do we have to loot it? No. Oh, you do get some loot. Also then saddle. Pretty sure you're supposed to get the skin. Maybe it's in... Oh. Did my game crash? Might have crashed. No, it did not crash, actually. Did I unlock the skin? I don't... Oh, saddles. There we go, yeah. That's a pretty cool saddle skin. And I guess, I mean, I would assume that the big statue you can fight also spawns somewhere over here. Judging by this, maybe there is kind of a proper location for it. But it's a very nice looking saddle. So, oh, this might be... Because I feel like that is the statue we fight, right? There doesn't seem to be spawner here though. Unless this is the guy. But no, he was made of stone and I think he had a shield maybe. Also not that guy. I don't know if it would be... I mean, it makes the most sense it's on a new island, right? So we have that location as one of them. So maybe it makes more sense to be on this side of the island somewhere. I don't know. Then I know where not to live. I don't want to live anywhere near a giant walking statue that's going to come after me. Well, there's nothing that really stands out as the obvious location where it could be. The Manticore is on this map. That's the only, like, normal boss. The others are all custom versions. Yeah, the update's out. It actually released on a good time today. Like, it wasn't like a late one at all. I mean, I guess it did already get delayed from yesterday, but usually still that wouldn't mean that it would be on time like this. Yeah, Manticore got at it with the desert update. And that's the only boss that is exactly the same. The arena looks slightly different, but very, very slightly. So it's mostly just exactly the same. I don't know if it's out for Xbox on Windows. No, I don't know. I started streaming, so I don't know. Well, wherever the giant statue is hiding, I don't know for sure, of course, if it's here. Don't seem to be able to find it as easily. I guess you would expect there to be a oh, there we go. Nope, that's just a wood. If I was a giant statue, where would I be? I don't know. I really don't know. I can't really relate to being a giant or a statue because I'm a tiny shark. Yeah, I don't really know. I feel like it's gonna have to be on these islands, but not sure where it is. I guess it wouldn't be this high up, because then it would just fall down all the time. Oh well. I'm sure it is out here somewhere. And I'm sure someone else will find it long before I do. It's not in this cave, is it? I mean, I don't know why it would be in the cave. Yeah, I don't know. Feels like this would be the site for it to be on, but this looks like such a nice location for it. But it's not. It is not. But yeah, this is a pretty cool place. Oh man, there's so many of these little cavey areas in here. Yeah, I'm excited to see what people do with these locations, because I think both of them have a lot of really nice spots for building and a lot of potential for some awesome bases with the new landscape. And I mean, I'm very excited for the ocean, of course. Just slightly biased because of the shark statues, but yeah, both are definitely really nice. This backdrop is pretty epic with the floating islands. I kind of wish there would have been a few more floating islands, because I feel like there's only a few and they're gonna run out quite quickly. Like, you're gonna have to, if you're playing on servers, you're gonna have to get there quick, because otherwise they'll be gone for sure. For sure. But that doesn't matter, because I am going where the shark belongs. And I'm gonna be building my little base down here in the ocean, where, I mean, there's a ton of really good spots, but I feel like the no-brainer for me is definitely gonna be embracing the shark kingdom in this bubble, which is quite nice, because I fully did expect to be building in the water, and now I've got a bubble and still have shark statues. That seems like the perfect mix. And then I can just build my shark lantis all around here, do some cool builds. Yeah, I'm excited for that. Gonna move into one of these tiny little houses and think about what to build. Yes, it's very much out. It actually released on a decent time. So we got a whole bunch of map to explore. Oh yeah, someone was asking about the boss. The underwater one you can find here. Not hard to find, because there's just all these statues around. But yeah, this is where you fight the underwater kraken, because there's two versions of it. For creating, I mean, mostly it's just important to pick something you enjoy doing, because you're gonna have to do it for a long time. You're gonna have to do it for a long time before anything might ever happen. Yeah, there's a lot of these underwater bubbles, which I think was a good call, because even though some people might want to live fully underwater, it's quite nice if you can still have a normal bit where you can just breathe. And I guess you can always expand out with vacuums and stuff. But yeah, it's a pretty nice area. There's some really nice sceneries in the water here. Oh yeah, one thing I wanted to check, because once again in the trailer it showed a Shasta, but there's still nothing spawning, at least not at the moment. I'm not sure if I did a dynamite. I think I did. It keeps showing the Shasta, but it somehow never really spawns. It's supposed to spawn. Hopefully it will spawn. I like the Shasta. But yeah, this ocean biome is really nice. Shark statues are here. Octopieces. Octopieces were in the trailer as well, and I think they were definitely on the list of things. What is it? Palea? Yeah, they're here. I mean, it's not a lot of them, but there's some of them. Again, I don't know if I did a dynamite, so maybe not fully accurate on how many there will be. Oh, and I guess tide pups were at it as well, right? Yeah, I mean, of course they were going to be on the new island. Seems like they're only on the new island, which I guess that's fine. I'm not sure if you can use them without having Tides of Fortune. Because I know for some creatures that are on Astreaos, you just have to own Astreaos. Not sure. But yeah, this underwater biome is very, very nice. I don't need the scanner because I've got that mod to show me. The fire pig. Well, I'm gonna assume that the fire pig is gonna be on the volcano, right? Yeah, that's all on the volcano. Let's maybe see what the fire pig looks like in its natural habitat. Yeah, it's a really beautiful map, and now that it's just fully done, I feel like it's the perfect time to jump on it. Almost makes me want to reset the map and just start from scratch. But I don't think most people will be very happy if I do that. There we go. Fire pig is out here on the volcano island. Looking quite cool. Proper battle pig. Excited to see it in action though, but this one seems to be just very chill. With nothing really going on around it. It's not gonna give us a demonstration of its powers. Can I find another pig? Please. Oh man. Gotta be pretty hard. Yeah, Astraeos is definitely very big and a bit overwhelming, but it is a very, very awesome map with lots to offer. Yeah, I feel like this is pretty pointless because I'm not just gonna randomly hop into a pig. Let's see. I just kind of want to see one in action, to be honest. Okay, let's see. There's some piggies here. They're also just chilling. They definitely look very cool. Surely one of these pigs is fighting, right? Well, this one might not be fighting. That's a pity. Chill area out here. Are they really all just going to be chilling? Damn. on top of the volcano. Yeah, that's also just kind of hanging out here. Do I have any creature in my inventory? Nope. I guess I can just spawn something in. Let's see. If I spawn my own pig. There you go. Gonna fight. Oh my lord, it's breathing straight fire on it. Oh man, look at them. They look very cool with the fire animations. Oh, my pig's also on fire now. Oh my god. Yeah, the fire looks really cool on them, man. Yeah, they seem to like spawning in twos, although the first one was alone. Okay, I think we're kind of now stuck on the side of a mountain here. Oh, at least we saw the cool fire animations. That's very nice. Like the look cooler than a power rain. I like that the fire is not always on. I feel like that's a cool mechanic. Well, I think that's the basic new things quickly explored. Taking a look at the first two, or the last two new areas, and we got sharks in the game. That's definitely shark statues are now on Astraeos, so I can live happy and swim my beautiful shark statues. And then, as I said, pretty soon you can expect some more build videos in this Greek style. I've got the Baratas stables ready, so I'll be making a tutorial on that soon. And then as well, the villa, the new villa that I designed here, we'll be turning that into a video as well. So yeah, got some exciting Greek builds coming. But of course, if you've got any other suggestions or ideas for these types of builds you'd like to see me do now that we've got a full Astraeos map to enjoy, definitely let me know in the comments or on my Discord, and yeah, maybe we'll be able to do one of those builds very soon. I might do a build stream. I kind of want to get back into build streams more often again. I've not been doing them for quite a while now. I'm not sure if I'll do one this week, because next week I'm away for work, so I don't want to do one and then instantly stop again. So we'll see. So either it's going to be this weekend one, but otherwise it will start sometime after I get back from my work trip. But in the meantime, of course, as always, there's going to be plenty of builds. Just posted 2 of my tribe bases from Genesis. That was definitely some of my favorite building so far with my tribe mates. And I've got a build challenge video from Genesis coming up as well, where my community built some awesome pirate bases, and then many more things. So much is coming, so many builds as always. So yeah, again, if you like seeing builds and you want to see more, make sure you stick around, like the video, subscribe, and I hopefully will see you very soon with some more awesome ARK builds. Thank you so much for joining me today for a quick first look at the new Astraeos map. The full map now complete. I'm quite excited for it, and I'm gonna dive in and try to make the ultimate base location guide for this map, which is basically gonna be build wherever, because it looks amazing wherever you look. So but yeah, we'll find about 100 spots in every corner of the map to build at. Anyway, that's gonna be it, guys. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Goodbye.